we're back. Anyways, last video you saw, I was tearing apart that engine for Daisy over there. Woo! But I'm waiting on some parts to come in before we get started on that thing, or cleaning it up and start doing some clearancing and all that stuff. But I figure while we're waiting on that, there's no reason why I can't get back to work on my buggy here. Last video on that one is we made that pattern bar right here. Those are the shocks I'll be using. Got another set coming. I ordered these just for make sure they work, and they will. So we're gonna do 2 shocks per side. But anyways, I'm gonna get that pattern cut off, get myself set up, get the bars made for both sides, get them tagged in place. I'm also been thinking about it too. Take this pattern right here, right there, make some brackets, because I want this rear cage to be able to be removed. I want to be able to remove it, that way if I have to pull the engine out or anything like that, I'm not trying to twist it and get up around the bar. So I'm going to make that rear cage removable, and yeah, just make everything easy to work on. So get myself set up, get those bars cut out, and we'll start bending up some tubing, getting that stuff put back in the buggy. Alright, got the bar cut off, got it all cleaned up, got it on the ground. Special guest, got my wife. Brought me something to eat. Thank you. But anyways, you guys saw me, got the bar cut off, got the temporary tabs cleaned up. Gotta grab some tubing here, get some measurements taken, get it bent up, match this pattern. Once we got those bent, then I'll start making the tabs to go on the back of the frame there, so we can make this rear cage removable. It was loud. But all right, so I'll grab the tubing, get it cut, get some measurements made, and we'll get back to work. All right, got the 1 bar cut. See here, and got some bends in it. You can see there on the end, and one right here. Now my original pattern bar was 63 inches total length, and I wanted to extend this bar a little bit more, so I went a total of 65 inches a little length, and left the bends the same, but left the tubing a little bit longer in the ends. And in order for me to do that way I could have the right length to kind of move the bend out just a little bit farther back on that frame, and I don't want to cut any more off this frame if I don't have to. So I gave myself a little bit more room to move the bend back a little bit. Shouldn't affect my shock placement too much, but it's metal. If I need the length of something, I'll just weld it on there. But anyways, whenever you do that, so I cut my new bar was 65 inches long, and the way this bender is, it's one of those, it's an eBay bender. Works pretty good. I have no complaints about it yet. Mounting, I mean, I bought it and then used some scrap. It's an old rim I got from a buddy of mine. Thank you, Matt. And then some other scrap tubing and metal and stuff I had laying around. I just built a little stand on it. Got some old caster wheels on there, so it's really quite neat. All you gotta do is lean it back. Probably got stuff fall off there, but you lean it back there, see the wheels kick over, move it where you want, pick it back up, just kind of kick the wheels out of the way. Real simple setup, didn't cost much at all. But anyways, back to the tubing. So I cut it at 65 inches, And the way the radius on this works, it's like a 10-inch radius. And I had to, you know, and I'm still learning all this stuff, but in order to set it up right, I had to figure out, that's why we built the pattern here, to kind of get where I want the bends. And then I had to find the center of the bend. And then from the center of the bend, I don't know if you could see this little line right here. Maybe. But, let's see. Try this again where I can see it. But there it is. This line right here. And the center of my bend is here. And the radius of the bend is like 10 inches. So I've had to find the center of the bend and then measure half that out, half the 10 out to 5, and that's where I wanted to be my bend to start. And that's why we made the pattern bar, that way I can mess up a couple times, figure out where I want my bends at. But worked out real well. Actually bent this one up first try. It's plenty. I got room to trim off the end there to bring the hoop in and line it up with the back of the frame. But anyways, quit screwing around. I'll get the other piece cut and bent up, and then we'll go back there, make our measurements and make the little brackets I want to make this cage removable. So let's get to it. All right, got both bars bent, as you can see here on the ground there. I got them stacked on top of each other. Got the two there. One to the left is the pattern bar. You can see the cuts in it. Go ahead and kick these off. As you can see there, those are the two new ones that we're going to use. It was real easy. Once I got the measurements done, I just put them in there, made my measurements, worked the bender all the way around till that line there lined up with this line right here. So it really took the guesswork out of everything. So what I'm going to do now is just grab some sheet metal. We're going to come on over here to my frame, that one right there. Make the brackets and stuff, make sure that we can get this thing all set up. Start making those things. But anyways, I'll grab the flat metal there, I'll grab my tape measure, we'll get it on the buggy there, start making the little brackets so we can get everything mocked up, tacked into place, and start working on our permanent shock mounts. Cool. Alright, got my 3/16 plate here, 3/16 by 1.5 inches. Made up some templates for the back of the frame. Added some cardboard, trusty cardboard, gotta love that stuff. But I'll get these cut out of these plates here. And then we'll start getting the bars mocked up and start doing the shocks. Got some visitors again, my wife Ashley, my daughter Caitlin. Say hi, Benjamin.
Hi.
Yeah, got those guys up here hanging out for a little bit, but my daughter's getting ready to go back to school. So, anyways, I'll get these guys cut up, and we'll start getting the bars and everything mocked up on the frame. All right, got them made. Got them for each part of the frame here. Right there. So these will be bolt right here. I'm going to tack them into place first, then get the bars cut for it, and then after they're tack welded in, the bars are up, then I'll go ahead and drill the holes through, that way all the bolt holes line up and everything. I'm not trying to guess where they're at afterwards. But I'm going to get set up, get these things tack welded, get the bars cut, get them tacked on, and then start making cross braces for them. So Jake is going to help me. Hey, there's the other guy back there in the corner. Hey, Seth. They're going to help. All right, get to it. All right, got the bars tacked in there. Got our cross braces. Can't reach. 1, 2. There it is, the one down there. 3. So we got those cross braces. I got the shocks, both. Kind of just setting on the control arm. Right now I'm going to take a measurement, figure out spacing between these guys. Actually, I already took a measurement. It's 1.5 inches, but I'm going to cut a piece of pipe. That way I've got a spacer in between them, and then come up with the mount that comes off this bar to the shocks, and those tack them into place, and that'll be pretty much the final resting place of these shocks. All I gotta do is mimic the other side. So before it gets too cold, we'll go ahead and cut some more pipe, get them tacked into place, see what it looks like. All right, well, we got the shocks mounted. That mount is way nicer and looks a lot sturdier. Of course, she's only tacked into place, but go on the crossbar. See, I got both bars mounted. Come down to dual shocks all the way down. I have to make some outside tabs for those, but this is how I'll run it. Twin shocks per side, should be plenty. Then we made the upper shock mount using some old Chevrolet leaf spring bushings that press perfectly inside the tubing used to build the buggy. So, seems to work out real good. Everything fits nice and strong. I gotta do now is just get the other shocks that I ordered for the other side, get everything mounted up. And I should be able to, and then make the knuckles for it here after that. I should be able to hopefully put it down here on the ground under its own weight here pretty soon. But I'm going to call that a night. We got all that done. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Turn on notifications. Leave a comment down below. Any thoughts or suggestions? The only way you learn. Got my 2 boys out here, Jake and Seth, hanging out, watching me, make sure I don't catch myself on fire. But again, I appreciate you guys watching, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.